Şimdi Kim Seunghoy ile devam ediyoruz. Kim Seunghoy, Seul National University'den mimar olan, Michigan'da eğitim hayatına devam eden, sonra Seul'de yeniden profesörlük ünvanıyla devam eden ama aslında Seul'de inanılmaz fazla binası olan, sanki bir kent mimarı kadar, yani o kadar çok üretimi var ki nasıl tanımlayacağımı söyleyeceğimi bilemiyorum. Çok sayıda ödül ve bina sahibi bir insan. Şimdi kısacık onu bir İngilizce takdim etmek istiyorum. Just a minute. Kim Seunghoy. Kim Seunghoy graduated from Seoul National University and University of Michigan. Afterwards, he began his private practice at KYW Architects, carrying out numerous projects of varying scales. He was appointed as a professor at Seoul University. He is also city architect. I would like to invite him to the stage to give his speech.
Nice to meet you. It's my honor to be here. I really appreciate your invitation to Kayseri, the birthplace of Mimarlık, and I really thank you for your coming here. To tell the story or retell the story, we need narrative structure and the element of structure. The pregnance is about the ingredient of narrative, and the order is about the structure of a story. I came from Seoul, South Korea, very far away from here. I love to read Orhan Pamuk's novel. I think he is a best example how we love our city. To find myself, we have to find our city, because my city is part of mine. The image of Seoul is always fantastic in a website or SNS. For me, Seoul is not fantastic at all. Seoul is, has very dark side and has many problems. So I love my city as it is. Seoul has very long story, like Kayseri. Seoul has been a capital city of Korea for 600 years. Originally, the old Seoul is designed for 300,000 people, but now the population of Seoul is 10 million. And including Metro Seoul area, 25 million population live there. As you see the diagram, the size of Seoul is getting bigger and bigger until 1990s. At the same time, the income of Korean people jump up higher and higher. But now, the increase of population is flattening. So the Tetris game is now over. Just fragments remain in our city. Our city, Seoul, is like, Julian painting. The fragments without any relation, just mix of fragments without any meaning. As you see here, Seoul has many fragments. 600 years old castle, brand new building, and the old districts, and the mountains and towers, something like that. We have to find new paradigm in this world of fragments. So I see my city as constellation, the sky of night, and we have fragments that is I call stars. 2006, I was invited for exhibition of Venice Biennale. That time, the main theme is everyday life in city. So I made a 5D model of Seoul, and I make 200 books about Seoul, and create big wall, the image of constellation of Seoul. So I made 40 books for each model. So inside of the book there is something that explains the site. And the wall, I put some stars and some moving images. So that imply the soul. And I have 5 models. The color relates to each book. So people can see the model, and they take a book and open the book and see something. And the red book is about a traditional village. So if you can open the book, and there is a model of something, and drawings, and the story of that place. So the series is about collective memory. You can see the layer of history of road and plants. And this is about a commercial area in Seoul. It's like Istiklal Road in Istanbul. So I'm talking about desired things in this area. So each thing has its own story with the people. So I made 40 books that explain about that area. Also I made another 40 books about the landscape. That area is very similar to Bosporus area in Istanbul. Have very beautiful scene, at the same time heavy infrastructure and symmetry, something like that. So I would like to see that area as city as landscape. And I introduce about residential block. In these days, the apartments is still read as a number, not just your phone. So I write down all the number about these apartments, the size and the price and the built year, something like that. And finally, I made a model about a business street, and then I record the life of the working man in that place. So I follow this man, and I take a picture and video the whole day. So we can see 25 hours of his everyday life. So to understand the city means to understand many layers of a city. Sometimes it is about history, sometimes it is everyday life. And after this exhibition, the constellation and time layer is the main theme of my architecture. I'd like to show several examples. That is the explain about my struggle to face the reality and to create new space and finally new constellation. The first one is about school. Korea is very, competitive society. So every student wanted to enter a good university, so they start very hard. So the high school opens 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. in the night. Yuan Foreign High School is a girls' school. It is a school located in a very center. In Seoul, there are 5 palaces. One of palace is located very near to this school. This school has existing modern building, and my task is attach new annex to the existing building. Several architects are invited for the design for annex building. Many architects wanted to be in the front of the existing building, but I'm the only architect proposed the new building, the backside of existing building. That's the reason why I chose as architect for this project. The alumni of this school doesn't want erase their memory about this beautiful garden. This is the existing building, and I built new annex, the backside of this building, and keeping with the garden of the high school. And I made the circulation with treasury. The existing school has a dedicated corridor. It's more like a prison. So I want to open up the corridor and make a track. And inside the track, I made a 3-dimensional terrace and open space. First stage, I tried to find how students live in this school. They spend their days at least 12 hours per day. So the school is not just a school. The school is more like their house. So they have blanket and pillow. Sometimes they have sleep in their classroom. At the same time, they enjoy their happy time. So this is the image of happy time, celebrating their birthday. You see the bright color of the bubble. So I choose the color for my design and create a 3-dimensional public space that connects to their classroom. You can see the surroundings, big towers, and we have the enclosed space inside of the school. And I add the horizontal logo on the outside in order to prevent the scene from high-rise tower. You can see the narrative structure of this building, the existing structure, and I add a new annex with track-shape circulation, and inside we have a big public space. And we have multi-level open space here. The study model shows how the main space is built. The support structure needed for the big space. So from the underground, we can have a stage and multi-level terrace. And we have a big space for the dining room for students. It has 3-story high big space. And we also have the corridor with some colors. The students always learning this way. And also I create a calm open space that connects to each classroom. I expect students left this area and have some time. But in reality, it's quite different. After the completion of this annex, my daughter entered the school and she took many pictures and showed me. And I was really surprised because my image about high school girl is always distant and elegant, but the reality is they are very playful and very aggressive. So I like this image very much. And sometimes they have a picnic on this multi-level terrace. And I like this image as well. The colored roof creates very vibrant street landscape. Okay, the company in Korea is also very special. The special condition like special architecture. The most important character of companies in Seoul is high-speed business. I was invited as an architect for Hajjok City. I had 7 projects for the city. Publishing company, and paper storage, and print factory. So finally, I came to know whole process of making book. And I'd like to explain, introduce most extreme case. 문학동네 publisher. 문학동네 means literature town. The owner of this company is poet, very famous poet. But at the same time, he is a CEO. He came to me to ask the project. It was May of 2006. And he wanted to enter the new building in the November of 2006. So 6 months for design and building. It was so fearful for me. So I accepted his request, and I believe this kind of extreme condition make very interesting architecture as well. So I draw first design scheme very fast, and during the permission time, we ordered all the steel structure, and after the permission to build, we start to fabricate the building, and finally November 2006, this building was accomplished. And December, the new building is open to the company. And the exterior wall, I use the dry wall system. The copper sheet and glass. And I wanted to have public space on the top, so that show what is published company, and they show their everyday life through this window mass. And this is section detail. So I use the truss column, so that provide the gap between the foundation and the exterior wall, so the air comes from the outside to inside. So you can see the airflow this way. And the plan is very simple. In order to build very fast, I made a very simple structure. And with small columns, and inside we have a small inner courtyard and public space and office space. And the basic, first, the ground floor and first floor is storage for a book. So you can see the storage of the book on the ground floor and first floor, and second floor and third floor is for office space. With this kind of inner court and have nice view to river on the roof terrace. And this is the public space of this office. And finally, the poet, the CEO, have opening party. The CEO is a very tough guy. He always puts me a lot, and I have many battles with him. After the finished building, he really loved this building. And he told me if he has a new life, he wanted to be an architect. And he asked me, what do you want if you have your life? Do you want a poet? So I said, no, I don't want a poet. I want to be a client and work with you. And third example is about church and temple. As urbanization, most of people in Korea live in the city. They need their own community center instead of big family community, very traditional way. So the church and temple work very well as a community center in the city. That's the reason why you can see the red dot. They are all churches in Seoul. So there are so many churches, so many Buddhist temples, so many Catholic church in this place near, Islamic mosque. So I would like to introduce one example of church. In these days, church and temple became more gated. So they create a gated community in Seoul. So I think that is a real problem of Seoul. So we have to open the gated closed community to the public. So what I want to this church is the open church. So this place is not just a church, is kind of infrastructure for this neighboring community. So I create two different small plaza and connect interesting vertical circulation. And first two level, I use a brick match with the existing houses. And the upper level, I use translucent glass. In the translucent glass, there is big space. You can see the infrastructure for the circulation. It's multi-level site. Recently, I visited this site. These two different level plaza is used very well in this place. And this is the exterior detail. And the upper floor, we have a big space with translucent glass. And coming up, we have shooting space. And the inside, we have a very bright and natural light space. The plaza is has very vibrant atmosphere in these days. And another example is about recreation facility. Koreans work very hard. So they have a very minimum holiday and vacation. So they want to have maximum experience during their holidays. So this is project for retreat. The site is located in the rural area, and this site is very close to the old ancient city. And this is the resort, model of resort. So this resort has accumulate of many functions. Accommodation, convention center, and wedding hall, restaurant, karaoke. So many functions are accumulated in one building in order to intense experience of the holidays. So you can see how complex organization in the ground level. The water park, and the wedding hall, convenience center, restaurant, bar, things like that. And this accommodation unit, in the ground level, there are many functions, convention hall, and wedding hall, things like that. And another big issue is tradition vs modern. This site located in the ancient city. So the mayor of this city wants every building should be traditional style. So I cannot accept that regulation. So I try to persuade the city. So I have to compromise. So I put some colonnade with traditional style, but the whole building is built as a modern building. It has circle shaped colonnade in traditional way, and I put one traditional shape balcony on the wall. The mayor of this city wants 5 this kind of balcony, but I try to reduce to just 1. This is the entrance for swimming pool and water park. This is entrance for waiting pool. In between space and water park in the underground. Now I would like to show several renovation projects corresponding detailing story. This is about accumulated time and layered space. The first project is Raphael Clinic. This is medical color for foreign workers. They provide medical service for foreign workers for free. We have many foreign workers. Many of them are illegal residents. So illegal residents, they cannot have government health insurance. So they need more money than ordinary people to have medical service. So the volunteer medical team follow the corridor and stairway of high school during the weekend. So and they give some medical service for foreign workers for free. I visit this place. I really moved this scenery, and I decided to donate my design for them. And finally, the Catholic Church donate that building, but the quality of the building is so bad. The structure, the space, and the material is unbelievably bad. So we need many change for renovation. First, I would like to find the brick as a material. So finally, I get the donation from brick company, and then I can make a layer with insulation for renovation, and we make a new opening for the medical function, and we have extend ground floor level for the reception for foreign workers and their children. So we have extended ground level, and we have space for foreign workers and their children. So I was really happy to see this kind of volunteers service for foreign workers and their children. And this project is about renovation project, church education center and kindergarten. This site located in heavy industrial district. And the surrounding of the site, they are all the industrial factory and some of apartments for foreign workers, not just foreign. So the church bought the factory 2010, and they changed the factory into church education center. And then finally they had school building. So this is my first visit to this site. This was a handmade electronic factory. So I would like to change into a new structure for education center for church and kindergarten. So this is education center. And we have kindergarten in this area. So we don't have enough money to change the exterior wall. I add the wooden grill wall attached to the existing brick wall. And it creates a nice space for kindergarten. So they enjoy the open space with some trees and the wood grill and protected by the brick wall. And we have also nice balcony over there. And the factory changing to kindergarten units. Each unit has classroom, toilet, service school, and public space. The previous electric factory was this kind of image. Returning open space, public space over there. And I want to keep the existing structure, the steel structure and the mechanic lines, and put some spare for children. And finally, they wanted to have new building for a school. So this is school for elementary school and middle school and high school. So 12 years time, school was built in this space. Steel structure. And the first and second floor, we have a big space for children, students, and the upper floor, we have a classroom. So each level has track like circulation space, and the space is connected very strongly. So I invent this kind of structure system. So in the lower level, we have a big space, and that space is suspended by the upper steel structure. And they always play like that. Public space, they link each levels. And three-dimensional open space provide air and light to the classroom. And space for a teacher, we have very transparent space. So every student easily see the teacher, and they can have a personal meeting with teachers. And I'd like to introduce three projects near the Namsan Mountain. The left part is the downtown of Seoul, and between the downtown Seoul of outside of downtown there is the mountain Namsan tree tower, and this area is like karaoke or a party in Istanbul. It's a little bit old and small village near the military base. This is the map of this area of 1920. At the time, the Japanese colonized the Korean peninsula. And this is the Namsan Mountain, and downtown also is where Japanese military take this whole space, and this area was a military base of Japanese soldiers, and they had a strong railway infrastructure. This is the map of 1990. The density is getting higher and higher, but you can see the empty space over there. The space is for a US military base. So it's unbelievable. The US military base have that big space in the very big city like Seoul. So everybody in Seoul, they dislike the American military base. So I also wanted to move out for military base somewhere in the world. And finally, the military base will move to outside of Seoul. And my free project locates this area. The first project of this area is a guest house. This house was a house of Japanese family during Japanese colonial age. It's early 1920, 1940, the kind of time span. This is the original building before renovation. I usually don't take this kind of project because this project is too small. The size of the site is only 30 square meters. The reason why I decided to work for this project is this relief. There was a family living in that house, parents and three brothers. The three brothers, during the Second World War, they make this flower relief with cement. So one side of the wall, the Japanese soldier is doing cruel war, and the other world, the Japanese three brothers make the flower. It's amazing for me. So I wanted to keep this relief as it is. So I asked the client, don't get rid of this building. Let's keep that building as it is, instead of new building. But when I measured all the existing structure, and finally find it's very terrible project because every structure of wood is not normal. Everything is twist. It's very difficult to make a good building. I tried to do my best for this project. So finally, I finished the drawings. I proposed new extension for toilet and renew the existing old house. So in order to get the permission, the exterior wall should have insulation. So we put the very cheap material for insulation to outside. And you can see the cement flower over there. Even though I changed the exterior wall in order to get the permission and to increase the insulation, I would like to keep the inside as it was. So I want to keep all the place of story. The broken wood and the twisting elements. And I want to keep the underneath of the wall. So I make a window to see the inside of the wall. And we need a structural new element to increase the structural ability. It was a very tough project. It takes a lot of effort, but finally we have a very nice guest house. So the Airbnb and Facebook, they choose one accommodation for each city. They choose this guest house for Seoul. This is the image of two children. One is client and one is and this is another project facing the US military base. So behind this building, there is a wall between this building and US military base. That's the reason why the name of the gallery is the wall. The location is there, very near to the US military base. So this building was the residence of the owner. The owner lived second floor, and he left other floor to the renters. This is another top project. So I changed the window system. So I create some blank wall, and I put some new layer of exterior that is composed with expanded metal, double layer. So the double layer expanded metal creates a kind of a molar pattern. So the molar pattern is always changing. If we move the position of looking. So it implies about the gallery character. And on the ground, I put the cafe. So on the ground, we have a cafe, and the upper level is for gallery space. So we have gallery there. And you see the color? It's very similar to the exterior wall color of Museum of Innocence in Istanbul. And this is the cafe. I removed the barrier wall and replaced with the steel column and create new chairs and tables and lightings. You can see the wall between the military base and this building. This is very unique element of this gallery. You see the piece of US military base. Recently, one day I introduced the book, the novel written by Pano, the Vision of Innocence, to the owner of this gallery. And he wrote a book, the Vision of Innocence, and he read very fastly. And finally, he flew to Istanbul to see the the Innocence Museum. And finally, he decided to exhibit his own life in this gallery, and he changed the name of the gallery into the Museum of Innocence. It's very, very funny story. And my office, KYWC, located in same area. Very small plot, only 100 square meters. This is my office with one-story high truss. For the regulation, we have only 9 meters for the height of building. So I wanted to have 3 floors for my office. I decided to create 1 floor high structure in order to have proper ceiling height without any structural beam or column. So the truss have sustained all the load. So other area can have very light structure. This is the how to build this exterior wall. And this is the section that explains about the building program. And it has modular. So each window is correspond to the existing condition. And you can see the wood of this area. This window see the mountain Namsan. And this window see the small pocket park. This is third floor. And first floor for the working place, and the first floor for the meeting place. And we have basement for lecture or gathering event. The Miss Ceviche has a beautiful lecture here. And roof floor. This is a small tea room. We have beautiful view of Namsan Mountain. Yeah, let's go back to the first stage of my presentation. We still face the kind of fragments of city. We wanted to have new paradigm of this city. This time, the Tetris scale is over. We have many fragments of city. So the new paradigm of city is how to network different urban fragments and how to define the identity of each place and how to make in-between space between the fragments. So we would like to create a new constellation and time level. As a city architect, I made a group to propose whole future plan 2045. It was 3-year project, and many talented architects, urban designer, and landscape designer work together. the basic idea is very simple. To create a constellation in our city. We have three different scales of constellation. The first constellation is constellation of neighbor. This constellation basically link about the caring facility, the caring baby, caring old people, and caring students, and caring new businessmen. So the small facility of neighbor, they link together of every day of life. And the next level is constellation of districts, more bigger scale than neighbor constellation. This is about the connection between each neighbors, the transportation and the park, something and big event space for the people living in this district. And the third level is constellation of the soul. It's more of a bigger scale. It's about the corridor of Greenway and the riverfront of Seoul and the future transportation system and how future transportation system link with existing infrastructure. That kind of multi-level constellation project was proposed to Mayor of Seoul. And this is like that. Some project is small-scale carrying facility network, and some project is about landscape. Some project is about future transportation system. That is not fragmented. That should be integrated and make a network, and finally we create a constellation in our city. It's a really big, ambitious project. So the name of this project is 10,000 constellation on Seoul. So we hope we can have this kind of beautiful thousand constellation city. My dream was to create a beautiful constellation in our city. Sometimes the project is very small, sometimes the project is very, very big. Sometimes I got faith, sometimes I got success. But it was very happy as an architect. Yesterday, I met students in the breaking time. Students came to me and told me I wanted to be a good architect. So I told her, I hope so. But I think my answer is too simple. So this may be one of the answers for her. What is architecture? Architecture always faces a reality. Architect has idea, also we bring up knowledge and experience. This is the shadow architect. My students think architecture is like that. It's kind of accumulating process. Finally, we have a beautiful structure of our knowledge and our idea. But I think this is not architecture. I think this is the architecture. We have to, crash with the reality, and we have to bond ourselves. And finally, we can have a kind of bright fire flame. If you have once experienced a kind of fire, you can keep your position as an architect all your life. So now I had a lot of heavy work, so I was feeling, I had some feeling of burnout. But during my stay in Kayseri, I met young university students and young architects. I got new energy to burn myself again. Thank you.
Şeyma Yoldaş Demir plaket vermek üzere sahneye